this tutorial, we are going to be talking about the in, between, and as clause. Also, at the end of the video, I'm going to be talking about joins as well, but I'm going to create a separate video on all of the different joins so that you have a better understanding. But this video, we will just talk a little bit about what a join is. So let's first go into in, then between, then as. So what is in? So the in basically works like an or condition. Like if I show you here, so if I have all of my users, right? If I submit a request here, okay, I will get all of my users with their countries, right? So let's say I want only users that belong to either the US or Canada or Spain, let's say, okay? So I will do the where country in and then specify it has to be one of these, that it can be one of these countries. So and Spain, okay, let's save this. And if I send a request, you'll see I'm getting US, Canada, and Spain. Okay, but none of the other countries. So because the country name, the country value matched one of the values we provided, it ended up getting only those specific users. So that's how the in clause works. And there is also the reverse of this, which is not in. So it will exclude any users that belong to any of these countries when I submit a request. And you can see there is UK, Australia, South Korea, China, Germany, but none of the other countries that we had before. So that's how this works. This works like an or, like can either be US or Canada or Spain, okay, like that. So this is the in. You can also do a select inside of this as well, which kind of goes into an advanced topic to a certain extent, but I'll basically just show you an example here. You can basically do a select. So yeah, we can't use this one. In posts, I have this bookmark by user, right? So what I can do, select asterisk from users in, select bookmark by user from posts, okay? Where the ID, so I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna run this. So right now I'm only getting the users that have a ID in this. So that is user 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10. So the users 7, 8, and 9 are not in this table. And using this, I am linking it to this, okay? So I'm checking in this the bookmark by user, okay? I'm selecting all of those users, okay? I'm getting all of those. And then I'm saying that if the user that matches any of the IDs that are available inside of this, give all of those users back to me. Okay, so that's what this is doing. I'm getting user 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10, not 7, 8, 9, because those don't exist in the posts table right now. So that is how the in works, and the not will basically just be the opposite of that. So we don't have 7, 8, 9 in that, right? So just do not save that. And when the request will be made after 6, 7, 8, 9, that is not available here, will actually be available now, because I'm getting the users that are not gonna be inside of my posts table. Before I was getting users that had IDs inside of my posts table, and now I'm getting users that are not inside my posts table. That is the difference right now with the not in. So that was in. So next, let us go to between. And between isn't really too complicated. Okay, I am going to just do something simple. That is select asterisk from users. Okay, where the ID, let's say, is between 4 and 8. Okay, so all of the users that have an ID between 4 and 8 will be given to me when I send a request. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are the only users that are given to me. Okay, so that's how between works, and it's basically the same thing for text values as well, and also date values as well. You just, for text or date related stuff, I don't have actually any big examples to show you right now. Basically, you would just add this. Okay, and inside of this you would just add the date format, which would be something like, let's say, 2024 03-01, let's say. Okay, something like that. And the other one would basically be the same thing. I'm just going to say the month would be maybe the 6th month of 2024. So it's basically like that with dates, and with text it's basically similar. So that's how you work with the between clause. So let's move on to the as. So the as is also not complicated. It's basically just something simple, which is like giving an alternate name to something, right? Like, for example, if I do like name here, right? So if I save this, I will get the names of my users only. Okay, so I'm getting all of the names. But let's say I don't want the names, right? I might want this to not be called name. I would want this to be called username. So I can use the as like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna send the request again, and you will see it's called username now rather than name. So it's just giving an alternate name to something. That is how the as mostly works. Okay, and you can also use as to replace the name of concatenated values. Let me just show you what I mean. Let's see. I have title, description. Okay, this is, I'm going to use the products for this. So products, and inside of this I'm going to use the name and the price. So name, and then I'm going to do the union and another one, and I'm going to add some space in between these, and then I'm going to do price Actually, no, let me do quantity to show you that we have an item with this many quantity. Okay, and I could add something like a cross, and then I am going to use the as. Actually, let me just show you what this will look like first. And okay, so what this will do is basically give you something like this, right? So it doesn't know the name of what to call this. It's giving you the name and the quantities of each of the items, but it doesn't know the name of what to call this. So you can use then as to then give a name to this new thing that you have created now. So I can call this name with quantity. You can give it any name you want. I'm just calling it this. And now when I'm going to send a request, you will see it's called name with quantity. Okay, and it's all lowercase. The reason why I write it like this is just because I'm just used to writing things like this, but this will be lowercase when this is given to you. So this is how the as works. It's basically used to give alternate names to whatever column that you have most of the time. Okay, now let's get into joins. So I just want to talk about this briefly because I'm going to make a whole other video, and that is going to be covering all of those different joins and explaining them more in detail. This video would have gone really long if I just added all of that in this. So there are different joins called inner join, left join, right join, full join, cross join, and those basically combine the data within two tables into one. That is the simplest explanation I can give you right now. For example, if I have to show you right now this table that I have, right? This table has this bookmarked by user column, and all of these are user IDs, okay? And each of these are linked to another user in this user table now. So what is happening is that I could use a join of some kind to then join the data that I would get and show you that data that is linked to that specific user. Then that is basically how a join works. Okay, so I hope you like this tutorial. Like and subscribe to stay updated on the latest tutorials like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.